Hi everyone, it's Nicole Nowosad here today for Jillibean Soup, and we're going to talk all about rainbows. Rainbows are a great, fun way to add a lot of pattern and color to your scrapbook layout. The best way I think to use to make a rainbow page is to use a lot of scraps. If you don't have a lot of scraps on hand, 6x8 paper pads by Jillibean Soup are a great way to grab small bits of paper to create this layout. So you can see here I've created a collection of colors using the dots and stripe or dots and plaid paper pads, and I have all the different colors there of the rainbow, and I'm just cutting them down into some strips. So first I did a wider strip, I believe it's 1x3, and then I cut some smaller ones down into 1/2 inch strips in the same pattern. And I'm just going to go ahead and create a bit of a row here with all of the rainbow colors, and then add my little skinny strips on top just to add a little bit of texture. From here, I really want to make sure that I have some neutrals on my page. When you have a lot of color, you really want to make sure you have some things to ground out all that color. So I'm going to use black to map my photo, and then I'm going to punch here with an edge punch on some white cardstock, this frilly kind of lace pattern, and that's going to help break up my rainbow just a little bit. So I'm going to cut these down to smaller strips and just kind of tuck those in underneath these smaller strips that I have already adhered down onto the page. And you can see I'm just kind of varying if they're going to go along the top edge of the smaller strip or the bottom. And I'm doing one on each row of the different colors. Once I have all that down, from here, my whole idea is just to kind of keep my embellishment and everything all within the same color family as each of the colors in my rainbow. I'm just going to put some foam adhesive here behind my photo and put that down in the left-hand corner of my page. And then I want to add another neutral in here on the rainbow, and I'm going to use these fun foam stickers by Jillibean Soup, of course. And they are a nice, fun black color, which most people wouldn't think it's fun, but the font is really great. This is from the Rainbow Rue collection, and so I'm going to use that here as a nice grounding color for my project. So at first I thought I would put these here in that top right corner, but then I decided I want to have my photo down a little bit slighter on the far left on an angle. So I'm going to stick that down and then move my letter stickers down also. Because they're foam, not that they're repositionable, but I find you have a lot more flexibility to move those around than you would some other kinds of stickers. And when I stick them down initially, I just kind of put the bottom edge so you have some way to move them around if you're not quite sure of your placement. So I'm going to add that there. I have kind of the base of my title, all my kind of rainbow of colors, and now I want to go ahead and just grab a whole random bunch of Jillibean Soup products to add some additional layers onto each of the colored strips. So like I said earlier, I'm just going to take the same colors, kind of work monochromatic in each row here. I'm going to start with the washi tape strips, and I'm adding just whatever I can find from my stash here. A lot of it came from the Rainbow Rue and the Farmhouse Stew collections, just because those are the colors that match up well with the patterns that I've chosen. So I'm going to add a couple different pieces of tapes here to the purple, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab some puffy stickers and some die cut cardstock stickers and add additional embellishments throughout the rainbow. What this does is add a lot of different layers and small and large elements just to make things a little more visually appealing. If you want to have all the same kind of color blocks almost, you could things could become monotonous. So if you have different textures and different shapes, it's going to keep things moving on your page. So I decided that I want to add a little bit of label behind that puffy create word that I had here, just to kind of give it a little bit more oomph. So I'm going to add that here, and then a nice big arrow from these cardstock stickers. I'm going to use a little bit of foam adhesive to the back of that just to make it pop a little bit more. And then I'm going to go ahead and just continue finding different embellishments to add to my color groupings. There's tons of ideas that you can grab. There's so many different items between stickers or foam stickers or the pea pod parts, or you can even add wood veneers that you can color yourself, the washi tape strips. There's a lot of different options that you can add through your rainbow. I did add a little black Stay Magical there just to add a little more of that neutral into the rainbow area of my project. And then I decided I wanted to finish my title and call it Hello Sunshine, so I just grabbed the hello also from the Rainbow Rue foam stickers. I had thought about adding some of those little black plus signs that are in that foam sticker pack along my rainbow, but I thought, no, I'm just going to stick with my rainbow of colors, and so that's what I continue to do. I wanted to add almost a little more of a freeform feel to some of this because it was looking a little bit blocky. So I'm going to go ahead and just do some fussy cutting here from some scraps of paper that I have. I'm going to kind of just tuck those in, and what's going to happen is that's going to create a more of a free design to the left hand side of the page. Right now, as much as everything is not quite in a row blocked off, there still needs to be some softening of the edges. So fussy cutting some flowers, or if you have die cuts that you already have lying around, that would be great to just kind of tuck in. I'm going to cut out several different flowers from almost each of the colors in the rainbow here that I'm using, and I'm going to use that just to kind of soften off those blocks of color that I've created on the page. So I'm going to start here with the blue and then work my way to this little red piece here. And then a blue piece as well, and some orange and some yellow. There's tons of different floral collection patterns in the different Jillibean Soup collections, so it would not be hard for you to find a flower that matched one of the colors here on your rainbow page, of course. So you can just quickly fussy cut these out. I enjoy fussy cutting. I know not everyone loves it, but it's a really great way to add just an extra little tiny touch of embellishment to your project. I'm going to cut out this orange flower here, and for some of these I'm going to directly adhere down just with some tape runner, but I will add some of these here with some foam adhesive. And don't be afraid to kind of overlap some of the flowers here or some of your stickers over top of your photos, just because you get a nice gradual line in your work instead of having everything so rigid. So just a couple more flowers and I'm almost done. And then I think I will just wrap everything up and add just a few little splashes of black mist just to kind of some of those open areas, just to add a little bit more of that black neutral, just to ground a few of the things out. So here is a close-up of how everything looks. You can see those color blocked rectangles. I kind of love how easy it is to really pull in many different varieties of embellishments and add a whole nice row in a rainbow collection of color. You're adding tons of color without a lot of chaos. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. We'll see you again very soon on the Jillibean Soup blog.